Hi, my name is Faeza Hasnan, a mother of two girls and a clinical psychologist at Naluri. In conjunction with World Mental Health Month, I'm here to talk about mental health in the family, specifically on looking after children and yourself while working from home. So for most people, including myself, 2020 has been a very challenging year, and being a parent, I would say that the struggle is super real. And although it's nice to have the whole family members spending more time together at home, having to juggle all this, your children, work, yourself, can be stressful and may have affected your mental well-being. Sharing an experience of my own, things were difficult in the beginning of the year, especially when MCO just started. So my children couldn't go to school, daycare was closed, and myself, I'm working from home, right? And with other responsibilities like house chores, it was stressful, and I realized that it has affected my own mental health. So I thought something has to be done about it. And yes, although we do not have control over what's happening around us, but we do have control over our responses to the situation that we are in. Having said that, I believe there are a number of strategies that you can use to make your situation a little bit easier in order to maintain a good mental well-being. So first and foremost, it's important to set clear expectations when working from home with kids. They need to know what it means when parents are working, when parents are not working. So one of the ways to do it is to have a designated space where, a designated workspace where even if it's your own dining table, it's fine, right? So this will set the expectations among your kids that when an adult is at that space, they need to work, and that your children should not interfere. But of course, kids are kids, and especially the younger ones. So that comes to my second point, where it's good if you can create a schedule or a daily routine that is consistent. So what you can do is like a block schedules, balancing between working time and parenting time, so that your child knows, when it's time to work and when it's time to play with the parents. I know like some parents try to multitask between working and parenting, like having one laptop on the other hand, and the other hand would like play Legos with their children. But at the end of the day, it can be difficult and it can be less productive of either one. But if you have small children, the likelihood of having to care for them would be higher. So if you have your spouse working at home too, taking turn is the way to go. But if not, it's okay to send them to a nursery or a daycare. I hear parents feeling guilty about doing that because they feel that, I'm at home, why do I want to send my kids away, right? But do keep in mind that you are still working as usual, just that your workplace happens to be at home. So don't feel guilty about sending your kids away during your working time. Now, you have created your working schedule, right? So the next point that I want to share with you is that you should be upfront with your bosses, your colleagues, about making this adjustment to your work schedule. Right, do it proactively with a clear action plan, so that they know that you're not just making any excuses, right? But you really need to, care for your child and all that, right? And I believe that this also helps to manage your anxiety. A lot of people worry about their colleagues saying, like you're not doing your job, you're not finishing deadlines, right? So you are also meeting your expectations of the bosses, and it's good that you communicate earlier to avoid this unnecessary worrying. And when you clearly communicate your needs, you not only help yourself to be less stressful, you actually open up doors for your co-workers to actually have this conversation, because sometimes they probably struggle the same thing but do not know how to address this issue. So remember, like, this is not your own problem, it's affecting a lot of people as well. So third on the list, when it's time for you to have a break from work, and when it's your you're blocked for parenting time, do spend quality time with your children. They actually look forward to it, because they like being at home, they like having you at home, right? So you do want to pay attention to them. And sometimes they also worry, they have their own concerns, what's happening around them, why are they not in school, why are their parents at home. So you want to have conversation with them to actually explain and make them feel safe, right? So spend quality time with them, do fun things that they like, for example playing board games. Maybe you would want to spend time doing homework with them, studying with them, right? So this way they can look forward to your off time, and it might be easier for them to get through while you are at your working block time. And last but not least, don't forget about yourself. I'm sure you've heard a lot about self-care, right? And it's important to have a downtime for yourself. Working from home with kids can be stressful, and your own mental health should never take a back seat. Do what you need to do for your own well-being. For example, make a space to read a book, go for exercise, take a long bath, and if it's really overwhelming for you, do talk to your friends and family, have conversation with your spouse, and if you need, get help, just to talk, right? And at the end of the day, I would say that the goal is not to be perfect, right? We don't want perfection, we just want to do things our best, right, within our means. And with that, I hope this sharing is helpful for you and your families to stay healthy, emotionally and mentally. Thank you.